Hiya, I'm Mika, and welcome back to Professor Layton and the Miracle Mask. I didn't mean to go in there. We need to talk to Dalston. But first, who are you? Psst, how's it going? Quite well, thank you. How about you? Just judging things. Don't buy the glitzy sheen of this town. There's a dirty power struggle going on beneath the surface. But I didn't hear it from Chantel. Do tell. Do listen. Nothing free in the world except wishes, though. How about you solve this puzzle and we'll see what happens. Puzzle 35. Guess the stars. The bartender places 5 bottle caps on the bar, with the star logos facing up. She closes her eyes and starts turning the caps over at random, counting every turn. Once she reaches 25, she suddenly slams her hand onto the bar and covers up one of the caps. Is the logo on this cap facing up or down? With the situation shown in the diagram above, can you answer her question? I can definitely answer the question if you give me 2 guesses. "25 flips. That's an odd number of flips. If you look at those 4, they end up being even. Because star side up is even, and then the 2 face downs would be odd, and working together that makes it even. So it has to be face down in order for 25 to work, since all 5 are face up at the beginning.
I believe I have this one. Solving puzzles is truly a pleasure.
Can't fucking beat me. Correct, the cap is face down. If you flip the caps an odd number of times, there will be the number of caps facing up will be even, and vice versa. Since 25 is an odd number, there can only be 2 caps facing up, so the covered one must be facing down. Guess stars is in the puzzle index. Has promised to spill the beans, but you gotta promise to pick 'em up. See, the Ladors built this town a while ago using money Mr. Lador found while he was treasure hunting. Then you've got Dalston, who built a bunch of hotels over the years and made some nice coin here in town. These recent miracles sure seem to be jeopardizing all of Mr. Lador's work. Catch my drift? If the Lador holdings fall apart or lose their value, Dalston stands to benefit. Is that what you're getting at? Hey, look. I'm no conspiracy theorist, but I think there's a conspiracy here. Find who benefits from this chaos. In other words, you think Alphonse Dalston is the master gentleman? I'm not sure Alphonse Dalston could fit into the masked gentleman's pants, but it can't hurt to talk to him. That was the plan, man. That's what I was already doing. I was already on my way to do that. Oh, hey guy, bye guy. Oh, I didn't see you last time. Hello. Your hat is absolutely exquisite. I love the whole classic gentleman look. I'm Yuming, by the way. Ha, well, thank you. I strive to be one and not only in dress. I hear English gentlemen appreciate a good puzzle. You should enjoy this. Yeah, man. Ooh, donuts. Dough Donuts. A family of 3 runs a mobile donut shop. Their most popular item is a 4 glazed donut. There are 12 donuts here, 3 of which were made by the mother of the family. She makes donuts in her own unique way. Can you find the mother's donuts? The glaze on the donuts is the same on both sides, by the way. But keep in mind that flipping one will change the order of the glazes. I don't think I have enough information to figure this out. Three were made by the mother of the family. She makes donuts in her own unique way. Okay. No, I'm sorry. I wanted my pencil. So here we've got chocolate and pink at 90 degrees. Here they're across from each other, 90 degrees across, 90 degrees across, 90 degrees, 90 degrees. 1, 2, 3, 4 that are across. Let me clean this up a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 that are 90 degrees. Now let's look at the powdered sugar. Chocolate powder, 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 chocolate powder. Okay. How many back-to-back cedars do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And how many flat corners? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But if we only count chocolate flats, that's 1, 2, 3, 4. There's only 3 that have chocolate straight across from the powder. She makes donuts in her own unique way. How many did she make? 3 were made by the mother. There's only 3 with powder directly across from chocolate. And all 3 have 90-degree angles for the pink. Is it the same 90-degree angle, though? No, that's a right turn, that's a right turn, that's a left turn. So if her method is consistent, then those donuts wouldn't work, would they? But if you flip over the donut, the icing stays the same, but it changes the orientation. And then it's a right turn. I guess it's these 3?
Don't keep me in suspense. There is no puzzle without a solution.
Correct. The mother of the family made the second donut from the left top row, and the far left and far right ones on the bottom row. If you look carefully, you'll notice the donuts are glazed in slightly different ways. Then it's just a case of finding a group of 3 donuts that match in some way and are different from the rest. I mean, that's immediately what I went to, because what the fuck else was I gonna do? This masked gentleman is certainly puzzling. I heard he turned a group of people into stone. I wonder how he does it. He's claiming he performed some sort of miracle. I suspect there's more to it than that. Or less to it, if you will. The police are investigating the matter, but a gentleman like yourself may be better equipped to solve such a mystery. You should look into investigating the masked gentleman. I'll certainly give it. I'll consider it. Yes, I may just do that. I may look into the other hotels here. Let's talk to this ruffian. I tell ya, that Angela is gorgeous. I ain't seen her husband around much. Now might be my chance. Jesus. Your chance? Chance for what? You're talking about Mrs. Lador, yes? Watch it, Shrimp. You respect the lady. Call her Mrs. Lador. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what he said. Good. Let's keep it that way. Do you think things aren't going well with Mrs. Lador and her husband? Let's not jump to any conclusions, Luke, especially not based on this gentleman's comments. I guess you got all the answers, lady. So you can just go ahead and answer your own questions from now on. While you're at it, maybe you could solve this puzzle here. I mean, I know the answer. I just want to see if you do. Tenth round ace. A and B are confronting each other in a 10-round card game. The rules of the game are simple. Fire beats wood, wood beats water, and water beats fire. Player A drew fire 3 times, wood 5 times, and water twice. Player B drew fire twice, wood 5 times, and water 3 times. There are no ties. Can you work out who won over 10 rounds? No, don't want a hint. Wanted memo. Keep fucking that up. Fire 3 times. Wood 5 times. 2, 3, 4, 5. And water 3 times. Wait. Water twice. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alright, I can count. So we got over here on this side, player B, fire twice. Wood 5 times. And water 3 times. Alright. So if we consider that there are no ties, fire never went up against fire, wood never went up against wood, water never went up against water. Because of that, these 5 had to go up against these 5, and these 5 had to go up against these 5. Which means these 2 got fire. These 3 got water. These 3 got fire. These 2 got water. So that's 1, 2, 3, 6. 6 points here. 1, 2, 3, 4 points here.
Okay, here we go.
If there were no ties.
That was no match for my wits.
Correct. If A won 3-2, then A drew wood, and A also. If A won 3-2 when A drew wood, and A also won 3-2 when B drew wood, then player A must be the winner. Must be the overall winner. Yeah, I figured that out. Sure, Colossal Coliseum, sick. Robots, awesome. Oh, bad. I thought you were smarter than... Wait, you solved it? But I've been rolling that around in my head for weeks. Yes, well, keep rolling it around in there. See if it ever comes back to you. Oh, smart and sassy. You're no Angela Lador. But I like your style. I do want to pop by for a quick visit. See if got anything new to say. Well, hello there, darlings. How goes the investigation? Quite well. I wanted to thank you for your help, Madame Lepushka. Oh, it's nothing. I'm just glad to hear that you're faring better than the police, darling. They're absolutely stumped. I guess they're not interested in exploring the attractive wonders of Monte d'Or in order to unearth the truth. The attractive wonders of Monte d'Or? Are you referring to Hintquarters? No, darling. Let me just say I think you may want to try the racetrack at Pumpkin Park, and maybe a scarf to go with your jacket. Why do you say that, Madame Lepushka? Well, if the masked gentleman likes crowds, why not search where people gather? And a scarf would brighten up this look, darling. Point's taken. Thank you. We'll have to check that out later. For now, we're investigating a potential lead. Hello. When will I learn? Never bet on black. Never bet on black. Looks like jam and Haggins sandwiches for me again. Haggis, not Haggins. Fuck. Pardon me, sir. We are seeking information on the masked gentleman. Might we speak with you for a moment? Buddy, if I knew anything about the masked gentleman, I'd be down at the police station collecting my reward money. But if I were to wager a guess, I'd bet that he's some poor sap who's just down on his luck. I don't think he's such a bad guy. No, really? Why do you say that? Picture this, the poor guy gets robbed blind in the casino. He loses everything because it's all fixed. What's he supposed to do? Not turn people to stone? Are we both speaking of the same masked gentleman here? Wait a second, do you really think some guy would start terrorizing an entire city just because he lost a few bets? Look, lady, it's a theory, okay? I didn't say it was a good one. It's all crazy. Does it make sense that horses are... Oh, just forget it. What is that about horses? If you think I'm gonna give you info for free, I got another thing coming, pal. Cough up some brain power. I'll cough brain power all over you. What? Spin shenanigans. This roulette wheel isn't behaving as it should. Instead of stopping at random, the ball seems to land on the numbers according to some unknown rule. On successive spins, the ball lands on 10, 9, 8, 5, then 3. Where will the ball land next? Awesome, cool. When I memo, it comes down here, so I want to put that up there. Ten, 9, 8, 5, 3. That is 9, isn't it? No, that's 6. Whoops. Clear it. Because the font faces outside the wheel. So 10, 6, 8, 5, 3. Skip 1, skip 2, skip 2, 3, skip 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That doesn't make much sense. Skip 1, skip 2, skip 3. 10, 9, 8, 5, 3. What if we went the other way? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 6.
I believe I have this one. Solving puzzles is truly a pleasure.
Cough up brain power. I'm gonna spread brain power like a viral infection. Correct. When the ball lands on a number, the next number will be that many spaces away in counterclockwise direction. The number 12 is missing from the wheel. If 12 was there, landing on a 12 would make the next number 12, and the next, and the next. Spin shenanigans is now in the puzzle index. First I lose my entire paycheck, now I gotta turn over my only valuable info about those stupid miracles? Now then, what was this about horses, and how is this linked to the masked gentleman? Well, all I heard is that if you had a horse to sell around the time he first appeared, you could make some serious dough. That's all I know. Now, if you'll excuse me, I gotta go scrounge around for loose change under some park benches. Why would he think that information was valuable? Was he betting on horse races as well? Perhaps it has something to do with the incident in which the masked gentleman turned people into horses. That does make a lot of sense. Something is fishy here. Or horsey. Yuck, 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 yuck. Montador's history is on display here for all to see. I can't believe this was just a desert oasis 18 years ago. How about a photo in front of it? Say cheese. Say provolone, motherfucker. Dalston's estate would be west of here. Damn right. This must be the circus tent that Juggles the Clown was referring to. Can we go inside, please? Remember, Luke, we're not here to have fun. We're looking for clues that will lead us to the masked gentleman. Oh yes, of course. It finally feels a bit like a desert out here. Damn straight. Yes, you can see the characteristic ruins of this region out here. Everything out here is quite breathtaking. This area was once riddled with such ruins. Oh. The ruins. Is this about the ruins? Traces of another civilization. Although Montador is a new city built in the latest architectural fashion, one can find traces here and there of an ancient design. Where do these come from, and what do they mean? This area of desert is known to be the site of various ancient ruins. Montador must also have its share of relics. I'm interested in seeing both the ruins and the circus very soon, Luke. But for now, the Dalston residence is just over that way. I hear you, Layton, but also, let's talk to the small clown child holding balloons. Hey, checked out the circus yet? You've never seen anything like it, unless you've seen clowns before, or tigers. Look at this, I'm flying. You see a flying boy before? See, we do magic here better than that masked hack. Do you think the recent events are a result of some sort of magic trick? All I know is that I've never seen a miracle in my life, but I've seen plenty of magic. There might be more to it than that. The world is full of mysterious things. Some old man at the hotel I'm staying at said the masked gentleman's miracles were the real deal. But that's nonsense. You just gotta look for the patterns in the magic. Pattern pending. A schoolteacher called a bright pupil to the front of the class and asked him this. Do you see these 5 patterns? Each one is made of using 2 paper L's. None are rotations or mirrored versions of any other. They all have something in common. Using both of these L shapes, can you make another pattern that shares a common feature with the other 5? Can I? Ugh. They all have something in common. God, I'd love to remove you from the grid. Got dark blue, which has got like that. We've got yellow, which is like that. We've got greenish, which is like this. We've got purple, which is like this. We've got orange, which is like this. So it's not about avoiding squares. Two pointing left, 2 pointing right, pointing in opposite directions, pointing in opposite directions, pointing in opposite directions but touching. Move and rotate pieces to form a 6th pattern that shares a common feature. None are rotations or mirrored versions of any other, yet they all have something in common. They both touch in the center. Right? So none are mirrors or rotations of each other. They all touch on precisely 1 square in the middle. And it can't be that, because that's already one of them. And it can't be that, because that's orange. Can't be that. Oh.
How about this? Puzzles are made to be solved.
I guess it can be that. They're all fine examples of an unfolded cube. That's why this pattern would work, even if it was mirrored. Cool, didn't get that far, honestly. See? Even every puzzle can be solved, and so can every magic trick. I mean, if the masked gentleman really did have magical powers, then what's the point of even trying to stop him? Every puzzle may have a solution, but some mysteries are beyond explanation. So there's no unsolvable puzzles, but there are unexplained mysteries? I don't buy it. You raise an interesting point, my boy. Indeed he does. Cutscene? Cutscene.
Oh, Professor!
Don't move.
This puppy should learn some manners.
Jesus. Are we fighting a dog? Emmy.
Leave that young lady alone. Get back here, now!
Oh, Dalston, you've cleaned up. Holy shit. Dalston's cleaned the fuck up. Layton, I haven't seen you in ages. What are you doing here? Hello, Dalston. It has been some time. Don't tell me you moved here too. No, actually, I'm here on business. You left Stansbury for a successful career, just as you had planned, I see. Of course. That burg couldn't hold me. Besides, Stansbury is turned into a ghost town after that mess with the Ascot family. And tourists don't visit ghost towns, which means ghost hotels don't make any ghost money, or real money either. Yes, I've heard you've become quite the entrepreneur. I recall that your dream was always to own your own hotels. Yeah, and I recall you having more hair. Enough small talk, Layton. What kind of business are you here on? I'm investigating the recent events surrounding the masked gentleman. Who put you up to this? Angela? Let me guess, you're here to see if I seem suspicious at all. Rubbish. What do I have to gain from that maniac terrorizing the town? This chaos is bad for business. Everyone's business. Well, there are rumors of a power struggle taking place in Montador. If one wanted to hurt an opponent, one might be willing to make a sacrifice or two, no? Hypothetically speaking. Why does the masked gentleman send advanced warning of his actions to both you and Henry? Surely, many other business owners in town would find such information useful. It certainly seems that there is some sort of connection between the two of you and the masked gentleman, Dalston. Naive as ever, Layton. If anyone is connected to the masked creep, it's Angela. I beg your pardon? Look, Layton, this is real life, not chess. I'm not interested in sacrifice or two. And you know perfectly well that Angela blamed Henry for Rendell's untimely end. Henry encouraged that last expedition. So now, years later, Angela and Henry are married. You keep saying, keep your friends close and your enemies closer. Angela holding a grudge against Henry after all these years. Come now, Dalston, that seems highly unlikely. About as unlikely as me sacrificing anything I worked for. First off, Angela would never show Henry how much she resents him. Angela hid her resentment when she buried Rendell, and she's been plotting her revenge ever since. Don't fall for her nice girl act. Angela never even let you forgive yourself for Randall's death. She drove you straight out of Stansbury. Come on, Layton. I wouldn't say that. That's fine, because I would. Open your eyes, Layton. Henry loved Angela, and he couldn't stand seeing her with Randall. So he sent Randall on that expedition into the ruins, knowing how dangerous it was. That's ridiculous, Dalston, and rather offensive, I might add. Oh, is it? Then how come Henry kept the secret code of the Norwell Wall to himself? I'll tell you why. So he could get the treasure. The treasure that should have been Randall's. Angela wasn't going to let him get away with that. This whole masked gentleman fiasco is all her doing. With one stroke, Angela can ruin Henry, get the treasure, and exact her revenge. Genius! That's quite the tale, Dalston. But without proof, that's all it is. A tale. I hope I'm there when you finally realize the truth, Layton. You're being played like a cheap violin. This ain't no city of miracles, Layton. It's a city of betrayals. Oh, excuse me. A city of betrayals? But there are so many fun things to do. Naive, Luke. See, Layton, you're seeing this whole thing through the eyes of a child. What's wrong with that? It's all right, Luke. Professor, I think we're done speaking with this man. I don't want to hear his nonsense anymore. Oh, this boy has some spirit, and you've got a future ahead of you, kid. You've got a future ahead of you, kid. Maybe you all should pay a visit to the mayor. Really? And why is that? Mayor Dalston put together a special task force to investigate the masked gentleman. If you want the truth, I've got no problem saying that they could help you, or vice versa, because I got nothing to hide. I can't believe I'm saying this, but Dalston may have a point here, Professor. Yes, then, it seems a visit to the mayor might be in order.
Mr. Dalston, another letter for you. There are two, actually. One for you and the other for Mr. Herschel Layton.
For me? Ooh. Greetings from the masked gentleman. I hope you enjoyed last night's festivities. I know I did. It was so refreshing. You see, people are made of stone. People who are made of stone cannot tell lies. In fact, they cannot do much of anything. They can only stand there, cold and unfeeling. To rob people of their ability to tell lies is quite miraculous, don't you think? Almost as miraculous as my follow-up tonight will be. I will be performing in the Gallery Plaza. I promise it will be an uplifting experience you won't want to miss. I hope to see you there. A warning from the masked gentleman. Well, I stood before you no less. It went through the postal service. Come on, Alphonse. You ain't that dense, did you? How did anyone know we were here? Professor, I think we're being watched. I believe you're right, Emmy. Look, that plaza is going to be teeming with tourists tonight. Someone may get hurt. We still have time before sundown. We need to inform the mayor of this. Shall we be off, Professor? Yes, let's go. The mayor should be down at City Hall. It's just past the Layton mansion. He's probably meeting with his task force as we speak. I know he's got some detectives coming from London, too. Grosky! Hopefully you'll get there just in time to hear them falsely accuse me of being the masked gentleman. Maybe we will. Come now, Luke. Let's head to the City Hall. Thank you, Dalston. This was informative. And with that, we're going to end the episode. Thank you guys very much for watching. Remember to take care of yourselves, and tomorrow's another day. I hope to see you then. Oh, I'm gonna have to read, aren't I? City Hall must be down this way.
Bye.